Hello everyone, my name is Ardi and I'm presenting on the printing press and its impacts on literacy and education. So prior to the printing press, the written scripts were mostly written on an individual basis with no standard formats and wildly inconsistent writing patterns. In addition, books were known to be quite expensive and it was a laborious task to handwrite each given book. As a result, prior to the printing press, only the wealthy upper elite could afford these books, and therefore those who were literate or educated were most prominently restricted to levels of the upper class. However, with the invention of the printing press, this facilitated significant advancements in the uniformity and reliability of written script, in addition to consistent interpretations of a given author's thoughts and ideas. As well, the printing press streamlined the mass production process of identical high-quality books at economical price points, thereby making them accessible to the general public and not just the upper elite. This promoted opportunities for the less privileged to become educated and raise their income as well as their social status. These socioeconomic changes can be best exemplified through the case of Thomas Platter, as written in his autobiography, who at one time was homeless at the age of 18. By way of the invention of the printing press, Thomas was able to eventually teach himself both Latin and Hebrew, and this facilitated his rise to becoming a wealthy school professor, a notion which would have been inconceivable prior to the invention of the printing press. Thus, it is no surprise that in the decades to come, the invention of the printing press served to advance the social literacy of the masses, which can be validated through the increases seen in adult literacy rates throughout Europe during the time in question. Now, in terms of the educational system, the printing press served as an agent of significant change in educational practices and relations. That is, the printing press radically transformed the relationship between the educator and the student. For instance, students who capitalize on the advantages given to them through the printing press essentially had several added instructors that were now available to them, the instructors basically being the written books that previously did not exist or were unaffordable. With students having improved access to high-quality information, scholars began to surpass their elders and even their professors like never before. As well, the printing press promoted an enhancement of dissemination of information. For instance, through the invention of the printing press, scientists were now more readily able and willing to share and exchange information. As well, through being able to rapidly reproduce diagrams, pictures, and tables for mass readership, scholars were now more eager and more willing to produce higher quality illustrations. This would have the effect of even further progressing literacy rates, as allowed for individuals to build on previous research that had been conducted by others, which would have otherwise never been possible had it not been for the invention of the printing press. These are my references, and thank you very much.